Alright, hail, test, test. Okay, cool. I have to run to the bathroom. And the queue finally popped, and I also didn't have stream announcements out, so I'm getting the stream announcements ready. And we're gonna have to pick pretty fast. Luckily, it's a normal speed game, so that part's good. We're up against JP Ba, who I don't recognize, and then Various Weather and Wetham, who we do recognize. They're friends of the stream. Various Weather, we've played a decent bit. It's quite good. JP looks reasonably good. And Gonzo is pretty good. He definitely knows quite a bit. He's been playing a lot. Having a decent fluctuation of games. Okay. I see Field Fences. Looks like the best miner. Remodeling can be pretty good. Pellet Press sometimes if there's a lot of reed, but I don't see a lot of reed. So I'll take a Field Fences. And Whiskey Distillery can be a lot of food. These ox are really underwhelming. Like Chief Forester could be okay. Bricklayer could be okay. I'm gonna take whiskey and hope that we can somehow break it slightly. Maybe plow some fields and get grain in the ground early. I don't know how we will, but whiskey distiller can be a very strong way to feed. But yeah, it involves actually having like a good grain source, which we've not seen. But we're first seat, and there's a lot of the draft left, so we'll see how it goes. Also, how do they have 3 minutes left? That was weird. Was that just that? It took me that long to get in the server. I see a wood carrier, and I'm almost certainly taking a wood carrier. That's kind of just my rules. See a wood carrier, take it. New purchase is slightly a grain source, but it kind of comes not that great of timing, but it is free. But yeah, this is like clearly wood carrier. Super clear wood carrier. Grange is awkward here because this gets played very late, and with wood carrier, you kind of want miners you can play a bit earlier. So I don't hate Beanfield here because Beanfield's pretty strong, but maybe it is actually just free new purchase here. Super playable. I can buy a couple of grain off this over time, which should slightly help us maybe actually use Whiskey Distiller. Even if it doesn't help us with Whiskey Distiller, it's still a free miner and it's a reasonable way to buy grain. It's even not the worst way to buy veggies if you can actually manage a ton of food. And it's free, and we'll get back something reasonably good, be it fishing net, bean fields. Well, food chest is not that good, but I think we go with that. Yeah, this looks okay. It's not the most thrilling start to a draft, but I mean, Field Fence's wood carrier is already pretty powerful, and we'll see what else we get. And there is also an oven firing boy, and we know there's a chief forester in the draft. That could set somebody else up for a pretty good baking game. I would not be that sad about getting chief forester ourselves. Getting chief forester to get a bunch of sow actions for grain and possibly angle into the whiskey distiller and do some early plows could be a fun game plan. We'll see, but I might try that. It's a little bit setup heavy, so I don't know if it really works, but it's kind of fun to think about. The main problem here is whiskey distiller is reasonably strong, but the timing on whiskey distiller is annoying. You have to spend it and then you get the food 2 rounds later, which is not a huge delay, but it can be just enough to prove difficult because you harvest the grain, but I kind of want to re-sow that grain currently. So we see a family-friendly home, which very much is messy. We see a turn rest plow, which is reasonably good, but it's not as good as you'd want it to be. Turn rest is mostly very good with a late game plow sow action, but with field fences, we kind of want our fields earlier. Livestock feeder's technically a grain. Established person I tend to like, although here, why are we building clay rooms? We're probably not. Although there is remodeling and there's a clay embankment. But I think I have to just take Family Friendly Home out of this pack. Family Friendly Home can just make somebody else win. And it could just make us win if we just belligerently take room parts here. With wood carrier and field fences, there's really not a strong reason that we can't go for a 4-room game. Try to use family-friendly home to build SP, build again. Family-friendly home could be the thing. That means I'm not doing established person. Portmonger is technically a way to get some grain. You take 2 food and a grain, but god, that's gross. It's a way to get reed, maybe. I'm not a big small animal breeder fan. I think it's too hard to make work. Maybe this is just livestock feeder for a grain. It's pretty lame. I would like some Ock that actually helps us with family-friendly home, but I don't know what that is. Maybe it is Portmonger. Is this an actually serious Portmonger? It seems so wrong, but being able to take bottom feeding for reed is maybe actually okay here. House Steward, that's the sort of card we were looking for. Boom. Okay, that's much easier. Portmonger challenge. I don't think the Portmonger challenge is alive anymore, is it? I think I got it and I tried it once. I don't think it's in perpetuity, but maybe it's in perpetuity and I'm just wrong. House Steward with family friendly home is very much the sort of thing we were looking for. That's welcome. Hauberg is pretty strong. The issue is I don't know when I have 3 Ox. I'm increasingly thinking I'm not even playing Whiskey Distiller. So it looks hard to play Hauberg. It looks like it might be better to just go Pond Hut. I don't even know when I'm going to have 2 Ox down at the moment, to be honest. I don't really like most of these occupations. I mean, I love Wood Carrier, don't get me wrong. Wood Carrier is actually very good, but Wood Carrier is only good like late game. It's a thing you play kind of round 10 or something. We do get Chief Forester back. I don't hate that. The cards are otherwise pretty garbage. Yeah, I mean, Bean Counter could like maybe be Trickles of Food, but God played Bean Counter here seems absurd. Chief Forester it is. This hand is messy now because of House Steward and Family Friendly Home's potential strength. I don't think I'm actually plowing early. I don't think I actually want to try to plow early anymore. I think I want to try to really lean into the Family Friendly Home. Which means we're also not eating reed with pellet press. We've not seen much reed injection. I don't know when I'm going to have a pasture for early cattle, although breeding early cows could be cute. But I don't see it happening, so I guess this is just drinking trough. I don't want to take gardener's knife here because it doesn't help wood carrier. I want cards that help wood carrier, so I guess it's drinking trough. Family friendly home does make wood carrier actually slightly worse, I guess, too, because I'm sometimes growing without. Yeah, it's okay. I plan to just open this game at this point, RSF and 2 wood, and then just keep taking reed and keep taking wood. Slightly higher preference on reed. Reed seems kind of tight, and it's what if I'm going to be double building, I need lots of reed, and I can generate my own wood with House Steward, so it's less critical to take wood actions than it is take reed actions. If I could get something like RSF, 2 wood, 2 reed, 2 wood, RSF House Steward, I'm already ready to like go build rooms, take wood, family friendly home build rooms type stuff. Which could be very strong. Master Bricklayer could actually be good in such a situation. Master Bricklayer also works nicely with Wood Carrier. If I'm going to build a big house, and then I can spam majors, and then those majors turn into extra wood, I'm usually not a Master Bricklayer fan at all. But here I think it's playable, and I don't have much reason to be baking. Huntsman is trash, so... and then this looks like just food chest. I'm not a huge food chest fan, but if I'm growing aggressively, I might need the food help. And it further augments the wood carrier, at least. Petrified wood is not very good. Turning our wood into stone is not something we want to do. And I definitely don't have the veggies for wholesale market either, so... okay. We get organic farmer. Organic farmer with drinking trough. Oh, duh. Hey, the drinking trough's not totally garbage. Drinking trough organic farmer is also a thing because we have extra room in our pastures, so we don't even have to have the stables to make organic farmer actually kind of good. And new market here seems pretty solid. Uh, just a point and maybe some trickles of food. Get the wood back. I generally don't like passing cards with wood carrier, but given how our hand is, it could be okay to go clay embankment maybe. If we needed clay injection, but we shouldn't need that much clay. I mean, maybe we want to put pottery or something, but I didn't see a ton of resource injection, so I don't think this game is going to be particularly resource rich, except for the fact I have a wood carrier and a field fence, which that part seems great. But otherwise, I don't think there's a ton. So, all right, yeah. So let's see how lucky we can get. Ideally, yeah. Ideally, I think I can use 3 actions to take read. Use. Oh, yeah, this is still going to be very hard to pull off, this family-friendly home stupidly early, but we'll see. We get early major. I don't think that impacts me, but it does make 2 clay into fireplace a little more alluring, but I really just want to lean hard into the room parts and try to family-friendly home. I think that's going to be the best option. Be curious to see what other people have, because I found not a heck of a lot. Fish farmer. Okay, fish farmer's a little annoying because fish farmer tends to take 1 reed here. It adds more food to the game, but it makes the reed space a little contested. Shore forester. Uh-oh. Shore forester is not. Shore forester is pretty good when you see a fish farmer. The fish farmer was likely to take single reed for you occasionally, and then you get extra wood. So that's a pretty good ock here. Everything's kind of going standard here. I'm gonna try to make this big house plan work, but I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, there goes a reed and 2 food. That was expected. This is probably 2 clay into fireplace. If Various wants a fireplace. If Various doesn't want a fireplace, Various might start player, might plow, might do labor. I mean, I'm not saying anything too insightful, so we'll find out. I don't really love this hand, by the way. I don't really love strategies where it's basically like, well, pray to God that you can build a bunch of rooms and grow fast, and then figure it out from there. Like, yes, that's winning, but also that's like winning for everybody most of the time, so it's very much not guaranteed that, I get away with that. We'll see if Gonzo starts here. I don't really care if he starts or not, although I'd like to stay start player and just take more RSF actions, but we'll see. If he SPs into RSF, I probably just take 3 wood. I'm really not that interested in ocking. I would rather have to ock when the board is bad. And I just did not see a lot of early occupations that were worth playing. So watch out for God knows those tactical beggars. He got you with one yesterday. Yeah, I heard. He showed me the situation, and I mean I think it was right. Like I very much think it was the correct move for him. Like just beg in that situation. It's fine. Ooh, SP into Ock. A Hedgekeeper Pig Swill. Ooh. That's fun. That is fun to get that little combo. I'm not sure I'd be rushing it out, especially without fences visible, but hey, I am me. And me just takes RSF because that's who I am. Gonzo dropping the spice. Yeah, you think it was correct too? Just funny. Yeah, no, I get you. I agree. He was so apologetic about it. That's also, I think, part of what's funny about it is he's like, "Oh, sorry guys, I took a beggar and messed you up." It's like, no, you're allowed to take a beggar. Like, that's the game. Like, if you want to beg, you can. Like, whatever. And it is honestly, I think people should beg slightly more often than they do, which is a little crazy of a thing to say. Wow, Gonzo takes 2 clay. Interestingly enough, I think this was the correct 2 clay action. I think Teal also wants to take 2 clay with Fish Farmer. Usually the Fish Farmer wants to take this clay pile, but this is a lot of clay fighting. Like, Various is almost certainly just going to build the fireplace. I'm just taking 2 wood, though. Again, I don't want to plow. We're very much in the family-friendly home life is the plan here. So teal SPs rather than take 2 clay, 2 food though. That's gross. With a fishing net. Okay, that's fishing net fish farmer is kind of cute. Because now there's always going to be like at least 3 food. So you always get an extra 2 food on forest. I don't know that I would strive too hard to set that up, but I'm not that happy with going last here. I will say that, but I mean, we'll survive. I would really like to read, but I don't think I get to read, especially now that a fishing net got played. Read is super contested. Like, I think Teal is making a mistake here. Like, this is fun, but I think Teal's gonna get read stuffed. Like, Teal is not gonna have any read, and that's not gonna be good for their game, but who am I to tell them otherwise? Freeock House Steward is pretty good here. The reason Freeock House Steward is pretty good here is because I also do still want to play Family Friendly Home. It also forces Various to build. Otherwise, I SP Family Friendly Home into build. And I just angle. Yeah, I just angle for the other stuff. I could totally get wood blocked, though. It's a little risky. Yeah, this is still going to be tough. The read is just very tight because we've thrown a read away on fishing net. I still want to try to use Family Friendly Home. Is it correct for me just to ignore Family Friendly Home? Ignore House Steward? God, that seems rough. I don't know what's right. I don't know what's right. I also kind of want to take 3 wood here because I think I might get Ock back. It's a little unclear if I'll get Ock back. There were not that many good early game Ocks, but Gonzo can't fence yet. The fact that I might want to SP, though, like, there's just such little else to do here. I guess I can major minor food chest? That's so weak. I really don't know what the right play is here. I guess I'm just going to take value off the board. If I have to take 3 food here as my second action, I'll survive. I won't be happy about it. Teal's re-upping start. God damn it. I hate that. What incarnation are you playing? Writing desk. You have a writing desk tutor. I mean, that's good, but you also don't have room parts. But, okay. Well, this is annoying. Watching somebody spam start. But whatever. Marius takes 3 food. Okay, I am getting Ock back. The downside of getting Ock back here is I don't actually have enough food then. Unless I get free Ock. It might be that I have to plow here. Or just build my room. I could just build my room, actually. Wait a sec. I have a family-friendly home. Just building here is actually pretty good, right? Yeah. Actually, I should just build here. If Varus doesn't build here, I should just build. I want the build queue very open with family-friendly home. I'd like to still think that I can family-friendly home. It's a little tight, but if I like build here next round, it's possible I can like Freeock House Steward, then SP family-friendly home into 2 read, and then possibly build and grow in round 5. That is possible here if I get build, which I'm going to, because Various is not building. Yeah, actually I like that. I like trying to build SP into 2 read into build again. Build, Ock, SP, read, build. I think that's the sequence, yeah. Gonzo takes more clay, probably is just building a hearth at this point. Yeah, I really don't... I am offered Freeock here, but given I have family-friendly home and given nobody's playing Ox, I think I just get Freeock next round. And I think it's worth worrying about family-friendly home still, because I think family-friendly home can break the game open. If it's like late growth and I get to grow with family-friendly home in round 5 and still have an open room, it's pretty much just wins the game on the spot. My food gets a little sketchy, but the food chest is actually surprisingly helpful. Teal taking 3 wood, 2 food. I understand why they do it, but it's so sad watching people do this fish farmer shit and not take the better wood action, but it happens. Alright, Gonzo, don't Freeok. You had an option to Freeok last round, and you took 3 clay. Yeah, okay, here's just Hearth. Yep, okay, it's fine. I'm definitely gonna Ock. I mean, RSF is a cute action, but I really just want the 2 read. It looks like I'm gonna get away with what I want, assuming Various Weather builds. Now, if Various Weather doesn't build this round, which Various Weather doesn't have to build this round, that does kind of mess me up. Because it means that I can't build in round 5. But currently, Teal is not going to be ready to build in round 5. So yeah, we really just want Various to build here, which I think Various will build here, and I think I'll get SP back, because I think Gonzo is fencing. But does Various know about Family Friendly? Admittedly, Various does know about Family Friendly. That's a good point, Schmog. Various knows Family Friendly exists, so actually probably shouldn't build here. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, actually. Yeah, actually, that might ruin things slightly. Although, I think I'm still mostly okay here. If I SP into 2 read, I guess Teal can take RSF and then RSF again. Teal should be slamming RSF here, in my opinion. Wow, but they don't. Okay, well, that's perfect for me. If you don't want to take Reedstone, I don't know what to tell you. Like, the clay pressure in this game is high, apparently, because reasons, but people have taken a lot of clay, fairly high priority, but I mean, Gonzo must really need a Hearth, and kind of looks like he needs it, I guess. Gonzo has to take a feeding action, so yeah, it's really up to Various what they want to do here. I mean, I guess worst case, I can just take RSF myself here. It's not the biggest problem to just go RSF again. And forget about family-friendly home for a sec. Although that does hand Teal 2 read. I probably am supposed to just belligerently go family-friendly to 2 read. Even if Various doesn't build here, I could build in round 6. I mean, if Growth flips, it's a little sad. Although even if Growth flips, it's still actually crazy good. Even if Growth flips, I just let Various grow, right? Yeah, even if Growth flips, I let Various grow, is what I do. I open the read, I let Various build and grow, I still build in round 6 and then grow. I double grow in round 6. And yeah, I should be abusing family-friendly home here. I should just be leaning into it. It's very strong. It's what I should do. Various is gonna build even better, even better. Fantastic. Gonzo has to feed. I SP into 2 read. This game is it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very good. Various is thinking about it though and decides to just go RSF. Okay, that's actually probably is the right call, but still not a big issue. Again, it pushes us back slightly. It's a little annoying, but it's not a big enough problem. These guys having no read for rooms is really just the key here. Like, I just have great tempo on building rooms because other people are doing too many other things. So I just open 2 read. I force Various to build. I get to build round 6. Unless somebody has hidden read that I don't know about, which is possible. Also, annoyingly, I can't fish next round. I did forget about that. I really wanted to take fishing because Varus is going to build. So my second action, I have no food. So that's kind of an issue. It might be that I have to just Major Miner the food chest as my second action. Growth does not flip. That's fine. It's totally fine. I slam 2 read. Easiest move. These people not taking read are fools. Teal's just going to keep doing their fish farming stuff. That's fine. Various has to build. If I get RSF back, I guess I just take that. But Gonzo will take RSF and have read. Which I guess could be the issue here. Gonzo maybe gets 2 wood on the wheel, assuming like various start players for Gonzo. I might have to just take 2 wood here. Oh, but there's two. Oh, there's too many 2 wood actions. I might just have to major minor my food chest. Yeah, I might have to risk that, but Various might actually SP to let Gonzo build. And just to grow first. I guess I could SP myself. I could just SP myself and go new purchase. That still locks it up if I just go SP into build. I just would like to take another action. Although, what action do I want here? Like, I want to fish, but I'm not allowed to fish, right? Or can I use the food from fishing? Yeah, I can't. That could mean that it's correct just to SP the food chest, and then be able to take fishing next round. That's also a play. SP food chest, build, and assume that I get fishing next round. I don't know that that's true. Don't know that that's true. So maybe it is just SP food purchase and major minor food chest later. I get a food next round from family friendly home, actually. Wait, right? Family friendly home is crazy and gives me a food. Yes, it gives me a food. Okay. Yeah, that works. That works. That's the play. We'll just lock this up. Just lock this up. Don't get fancy. Just guarantee the build. Guarantee nothing weird happens. We're growing next round, guaranteed. Start player food chest seems okay. It is okay, but after talking it through, I think this is the play. I think saving food chest for major minor is more important here in case I get blocked on fishing, which is very reasonable. Like, Various Weather might just take fishing here. So, yeah. Teal's gonna awk some stuff with writing desk. That makes sense. You have a tutor, you have a writing desk, you have established person. Okay, that's cute, but that's not room parts. Like, very critically, that's not a room. What incarnation does Teal have to justify this? Or are we just playing cards because we're a 300 rated player and we don't really know what we're doing? Hard to say. Hard to say. And they're only fencing 4. Interesting also. Okay. They have Bricklayer. Okay, you still need Reed, which you do not have because you've refused to take it, so yeah. This is a game where fishing net looks like a huge mistake. As cute as it is with your fish farmer, it's just killed your read tempo. And not taking RSF is also, like, this is why you take RSF, because you can get read blocked, but whatever. Priest, surely. First pick Priest. Could have been. To be fair, it wouldn't be a Saturday morning stream without my opponents doing dubious things. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, Schwag. To be fair, I don't know. I mean, Teal's doing dubious things. Various is doing pretty reasonable things, although Various did build 2 stables. Various's 2 stables look a little questionable, like probably wants to take the sheep, but in a game where people are being so frisky on room parts and family-friendly home is opening the queue, I probably would have kept that wood for more rooms or better fence tempo, but Various is allowed to stable. Gonzo's game looks like they just tried setting something up a little too early, because we've not used this stuff yet. I also think Gonzo probably was wrong to go 2 clay, 3 clay, and then Hearth. You really just want to go 4 clay and then Hearth and save an action, but you know, stuff happens. Varys is just playing a hutch, okay. Further room parts out the door, but not taking the fishing stack. I like that. That means I might get food this round, which is really the dream. Gonzo just gets his room parts in order. That's the right play. You need to have room. Grow does flip. Various gets it, but I get to grow in rounds. I get to go. I get to build and then grow. This is family friendly home is good, people. This is very good. This is why you can't be this frisky about not taking room parts, but hey, whatever. I hope I get fishing here, but even if I don't, I think major minor food chest helps get me through. So this is sweet. This is sweet. The fish farmer keeps doing fish farmer things rather than taking RSF because, I don't know. Why are you playing established person when you set up a combo to take wood all game also, but I don't know. But yeah, I'm definitely slamming fish in here. And then life is pretty good. Yep, that is what's happening. Okay, easy peasy. Boom. Boom. Whee! Alright. Yeah, this is pretty ideal. If I'm allowed to play an Ock and then grow Pond Hut, even better. I think I am allowed to too, because Gonzo doesn't need to SP. Gonzo probably wants to fence. I assume Gonzo wants to fence and start abusing the Pig Swill Hedgekeeper he played, but I don't know. But yeah, I will be allowed to go Ock into grow Pond Hut. Although, is that even what I want to do? I might just want to take 6 clay. I might just want to take 6 clay, major minor pottery, and grow drinking trough or new market even. Yeah, actually grow new market seems kind of fun. Worry about the Pond Hut slightly later. Definitely don't new purchase. I don't have the food to new purchase at the moment. Gonzo did fence. Okay. What happened to the pig? We just ate it? Oh, that's unfortunate. I thought we were going to be breeding pigs. I guess we realistically can't. Yeah, I think 6 clay is actually the play here. I mean, the board is great. I would like to do slightly more than I'm going to do, but 6 clay and pottery seems kind of fun. Not using Master Bricklayer, though, that's kind of sad. We are so close to being even more explosive than we are. Also, a crazy, crazy thought is to just take the 2 reed, ignore growing normally, let Gonzo grow, and try to fight for build rooms in round 8. Oh god, is that ever correct? That feels wrong. It probably is wrong. Okay. The board is quite good. I want to interact with the board. I want to grow. Maybe it is just grow food chest, allowing me to do 2 actions. Like 2 real actions on this board. I'm going to take the 6 clay, though. The clay was a little pressured earlier. This guy's building clay rooms or something. Gonzo's going to force me to grow because Teal's going to take reed. Yeah, Teal's going to take reed. Gonzo has to build. I have to grow. I probably will just grow new market. And then I have to take a food action. See, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. Various also needs a food action. Okay. No, so I do grow food chest. I grow food chest, actually. So I save the food action, grow food chest. Yeah, save the food action, grow food chest. And then we start figuring out the rest of everything in the next stage. Namely, actually figure out our food. Maybe I do major minor pottery in addition to this, actually, though. Major minor pottery still, very importantly, helps our food out. And our wood carrier is going to be very strong. This Master Bricklayer, I think, is still going to be reasonably strong, though. It's one reason I am kind of hesitant about pottery here. I'd kind of like to save the stone, but that's maybe a little greedy. Teal taking RSF seems slightly wrong, but who knows? Gonzo is going to fence again? I don't know. This is a sweet game, though. Family-friendly home proving very valuable here. I mean, Various got to grow first, but I'm growing essentially second and third. Well, I tied Various with growth. Various and I grew the same round, and then I'm growing third, essentially, right? Yeah, that's what's happening. It's very good. Teal does just take more reed. Okay, Teal's angling for like double build stuff. Various probably is gonna have the option to SP into 6 wood. Yeah, that seems pretty likely. Various takes stone. That's fine. Various can beat me to the well. I'll be a little annoyed, but I'll survive. I'm probably just taking 4 wood here then. Yeah, because Gonzo is just fencing, so I just take 4 wood, very slow SP. That means I don't have the food tempo of the pottery. How much is that gonna kill me? Um, huh. The food's gonna be very tight. Like, the food's gonna get really tight. But also, I'm gonna then be blocked from 6 wood. It's kind of an issue. I think I have to take 4 wood, but I do think my food is going to be very challenged. Yes, yes indeed. I think the food's going to be very challenged. Marius does the expected. Ooh, with a throwing axe. That's very good. Helps ease the food tension. Various can go SP and then build the well. I expect Various will build the well. If I play Master Bricklayer, Various is going to block Major Minor. So that's a little bit of trouble for me. But I think it's still what I'm doing here. I think I'm still going to wind up playing Master Bricklayer. It forces Various Weather to protect well. I will SP Pond Hut. And then I can take Major Minor in round 9. I can probably Renovate also. Yeah, I can probably angle for a Reno also. Also, I might be getting 5 clay here, which I'll snap. I might just need to build a hearth. Pigs do flip. That also partly goes to hearth. Pigs flipping is, yeah, even nice for Various Weather. The throwing axe works. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. It's good for Various. And they did breed the sheep, so Various' stables did kind of pay off. Okay. Gonzo has to grow, and Gonzo also kind of needs food. Gonzo might just keep fencing, or might take sheep. Yeah, he's just going to keep fencing. It's fun. I mean, you set up a combo, use the combo. Try to get breeding going this stage has got to be one of the priorities. I am going to take 5 clay. As much as I claimed I was playing Master Bricklayer first, I'm doing this. Various is, I just assume, always building the well this round. I would like RSF so I can Reno. Wow, that's 2 clay from Teal so they can double build. Okay, that makes sense, but very happy I took 5 clay if more 2 clay actions are happening. I'm partly winning this game because my opponents have all taken crappy clay actions, and I've got the big ones. Like, my opponents have taken 2 clay, 2 clay, 2 clay, 3 clay. I've taken 6 clay, 5 clay. Like, that's definitely some helpfulness. Various is not even messing around. Yep, just building the well. Okay. I do think I think the plan then is actually RSF, Master Bricklayer, Reno something is the new plan. I think that's the game plan. RSF, Master Bricklayer, Reno Pottery. And then I might be building the joinery also to get some food. Like, joinery is a little bit gross, but there is a lot of wood injection. There is a lot of wood injection. Ooh, a beer table. Okay. Give me beer food. There's a lot of wood injection, though. We're not building wood rooms here. Hedgekeeper's adding a ton of wood. Shore Forester's adding a ton of wood. Woodcarer's adding a ton of wood. So actually, I think this could be a pretty good joinery. Also, I probably should start plowing, because, you know, plowing's going to get real pressured fast. But food. We have to, unfortunately, focus on food, because I have none of it. I've been a bad boy who's completely ignored feeding. I could go Reno Hearth and hope I get the pigs. That's still an option here, too. Is this ever Reno Hearth? Just try to get the pigs. It looks winning except if we get blocked on plows. Yeah, I just realized that too. The plows are actually a slight issue. Plows are definitely a slight issue. Also, food is like still a huge issue. I don't efficiently generate food at all at the moment, and that's kind of an issue. I don't think I get any of the animals next round is kind of part of the problem here. If I try to go Hearth, I don't think I get any animals. Also, all this stable building is slightly changing the calculus on how much wood there is, but... It's possible that I should just SP Newmarket, Reno Hearth, open 2 pigs. Gosh, is that actually what I'm doing here and continuing to ignore the stinking Master Bricklayer for a bit? It's not a crazy plan, unfortunately. I would really like to abuse Master Bricklayer, but this is fundamentally the problem with Master Bricklayer. And if I just Reno Hearth and SP and then open the 2 pigs, a lot of problems are solved for a long time. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. We're gonna be lamos and just Hearth. New Market's gonna actually be some food here. I have just enough clay for drinking trough this way, actually. I mean, the pottery dies in this life. I guess Stone Oven is still a thing I could play too. Yeah, this is a bit sad, but god, this solves a lot. We're really missing our 8th pick. That would be... yes, that would be helpful. I could even pay for new purchase now. I actually have enough food that buying this grain might not be wrong. Because maybe I do get the Stone Oven, actually. Yeah, actually, I kind of like buying this grain. Maybe I'm going to come to regret that, but I think that's buying me net food. But yeah, it could cause slight issues with the game plan this round, but probably is fine. Probably is fine. Okay. Also, it does make this a little harder to hit House Steward, because building clay rooms looks rough. Teal only knows one thing, and that's to fish farm. Kudos to him, but is this actually winning? I don't think so, but all the wood is going to go. Varys once again getting 4 wood instead of 3 wood, because of fish farmer. Gonzo has to take sheep. I could take wood, but I think it's plow o'clock. I'm pretty sure it's plow o'clock. I also probably need to take fishing this round. Because, you know, things I've done. I'm plowing these 5 spaces ideally. Yeah, that means I'm plowing the wrong spaces. I plow here to start with. I plow here to start with, and I can fence these spaces. Unless am I supposed to fence big? Nah, this is fine. Maybe I was supposed to fence big this game and only go for 2 plows. It seems wrong, but... okay. Turn rest plow gets played. Okay, that's fine. That's a good card. The wood pressure is a little higher than I thought, but I think I'm still okay because field fences and wood carrier is a silly amount of wood, so... But yeah, I'm less and less excited about Master Bricklayer. Is it possible I'm supposed to drop Master Bricklayer? God, there's still a lot of stone cost improvements. Varys just takes more wood. It's a good player doing good things. Gonzo just keeps fencing. That also makes sense. Gonzo's breeding 2 types this way. Yeah, Gonzo's breeding 2 types this way. This is a very good fence action. Yeah. Okay. I think maybe I do play Master Bricklayer and then just Major Minor Stone Oven. Yeah, that could be the play. And if I get blocked on Major Minor, I just fish. Actually, I just take a veg. Oddly enough, with New Market, just veg adds to the food supply. Fishing is only net for food because I have to pay a food to fishing net. Yeah, that seems fine. We'll get the Master Bricklayer out. There's reasons to try to spam some majors. I don't know how successful I will or won't be at it, but I think it's the right play. Even with early stone in the game, I mean, there's a lot of stone, so maybe it doesn't work, but it might. I might be able to take some good reed or clay actions next round into BMW or pottery. I think I'm the only person that can justify building a joinery just because wood carrier gives me, like, the joinery only costs net 1 wood. With this setup, because I don't have to pay the stone for the joinery, and with wood carrier I get 1 wood back for building the joinery. So I think this is fine. I can also play Pond Hut now. I'd like to play Pond Hut still, since it's a point in food and the wood comes back. And I get to stay SP. Plowing still is priority number 1. Plowing looks super contested. Various taking reeds a little annoying. Various might be building another room. I'm staying start player, so that's very good news. Livestock feeder for Gonzo. Okay, I'm curious if we're actually beer tabling that grain or not. I would love an extra food though. But yeah, I can just stone oven here, so that's fun. Bloop. Stone oven for 1 stone, 1 clay. And to actually bake that grain, netted a little bit of extra food. Alright. I get to open next round with plow. That's very good. The wood is, a little bit of a concern. My opponents are, being good about taking a lot of wood. Although Gonzo's not going to take a lot of wood. There's going to be wood in the end game. There's just going to be wood in the end game of this game. I just think there has to be. Maybe I'm wrong, but Gonzo added a ton of wood. Teal quasi added wood without building rooms. I added wood with House Steward and Wood Carrier. The Shore Forester is still wood adding. We have built a good number of stables, I guess, which messes up the wood economy a little, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's not that much wood, or the wood's gonna come really late. And if all the wood comes late, I have slight issues with sealing. Although I don't have that. See, the thing is, if I build all the majors and I have Drinking Trough Organic Farmer, it doesn't really matter if I wind up with very few animals. Very few animals won't actually slow me down that much. So yeah, I don't know. We'll find out, but just keep plowing. Just keep plowing. Then, what do we do from here? We SP Pond Hut, probably. Teal takes clay. That's a little annoying. They're probably bricklayering the pottery, or they're bricklayering another room. They might be bricklaying another room. I didn't expect 4 clay as their action. I thought they were going to keep fish farming, because that seems like who they were. Gonzo takes wood. Unexpected. Okay, the wood is gross. I'm building the joinery. Or I'm just SPing. No, actually I'm just SPing. Screw this, I want to keep plowing. I'm going to plow pressure the table also. I'm going to be a bully. And I want the Pond Hut out. Can build the joinery next action. Plow, 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 yeah. Yeah, we'll just build the joinery next action. Oh, I also don't have the clay for Drinking Trough. I forgot about that. That's actually a slight issue. Drinking Trough actually looks good with Organic Farmer, but whatever. Yeah, I'm probably building the joinery and taking a veg here. Sowing veggies for some food help actually looks okay also. I can new purchase a grain also. Yeah, I can new purchase a grain. Try to get grain veg in the ground next round. Nobody's contesting sow because nobody has plows. Yeah, that actually seems pretty good. Maybe I should actually plow before major minor? No, that seems wrong. Trout pool. Oh, trout pool with fishing net is quite cool. But so we took clay just to play trout pool? Oh, we took clay to play trout pool, and now we have enough clay for a room. Okay. Okay, yeah, so I'm going to lose House Steward points. So I do have a fake 3 points. Teal's going to take House Steward away from me. But I'm okay with that. Ox get blocked. That's okay. Various has a seed trader. That's nice. Gonzo has a full farmer. Ooh, and is gonna fence one more time. Have 5. Ooh, full farmer makes this game plan very cool. I really like. Yeah, I really like that. I am just gonna take a veg because I don't think major minor. Well, Teal could still build pottery. But I really like the idea of sowing crops. I'm gonna take this veg. If I'm forced to fish or something, that's not that big of an issue, but I like the veg, especially with the new market. And hopefully I get major minor, and if I don't, so be it. You've never seen that before? It's a cool line from Gonzo. Yeah, this add a ton of pigs to the game and add a ton of fences to the game, but then have a full farmer because we're gonna have 5 pastures. and we'll definitely fill them all. Also, we have a livestock feeder for a little bit of overflow animals potentially. It's cool. I mean, obviously, I don't necessarily think it's winning here. If anything, unfortunately, Teal's game is maybe is the closest to mine because of the tutor and the house steward. Various point wise doesn't look that good. I mean, they're gonna fence eventually, and they're hiding. They are hiding a bunch of seed trader points. But Various is getting. I'm very effectively plow blocking the table, and the table's trying to wood block me, and it's just not. It just doesn't work because wood carrier field fences is dumb. So, I mean, on some level, I am pretty lucky because I'm able to play a different game than everybody else here because of the cards I have. I can be the plow bully and catch up on fences later, and it just doesn't bother me. But Gonzo has fence fields. You get to plow every space next to a pasture. Nice. I do think they're like. I agree that it would be kind of cool if there was a card that was like. Yeah. Well, and actually, to be fair, there are some cards like that in some other sets. It's not quite like that, but a card that's very cool in that exists in the player-made cards is called Dung Collector. It'd be very good for Gonzo here. Dung Collector is if you breed two animals, you can pay a food in a harvest to plow a field. That's pretty fun. It's like, oh, do all your fence stuff, get animals breeding, play a card that buys you plows. Or yeah, you're right, DV Lot. Donkey would also be really good for Gonzo. Donkey fills up a pasture space, but every time you plow two fields instead of one. That would be a very cool card here too. But or you could, or you could just have a fucking swing plow. You could just have a swing plow. you could just do that. That's an option too. I was wondering what the 2 wood was for. The livestock feeder also or the full farmer makes more sense now too. I'm still opening plow because I'm a bully, but there's all those wonky fence piece cards in our BGA, and your shoe Uri has some spice. Oh, I don't think I would. Wow, we have very different opinions on Uwe. If you think Uwe has good card ideas, we're in a different we're on a different viewpoint. For the record, Schmog, the upside is the next card expansion probably isn't made by Uwe. It's probably made by the fans, which is, I think, a good thing. Spice doesn't necessarily mean good. Okay, fair enough. What does Dentist do? Dentist allows you to spend a wood when you play the card and in each harvest, and then you get food equal to how much wood is on the card in a harvest. So essentially, you play the card, spend a wood. Get that? How do I know that? How do I know what? How do I know the next card expansion is fan made? I don't. That's a good question. Anyhow, I should take a turn. Gonzo blocked us from building our joinery, so that's fine. I go RSF here, and I just angle to reno a stone room. I made stone super cheap. I could build a stone room this game. Oh my, that would be real spicy. But yeah, let's just get this RSF out of the way. I mean, it's possible I should just take food because I'm gonna need food, but I don't know that food is. I think I get to open plow. I think the animals get taken, and I wheel that. I don't know. I'm also buying a grain again. That's right, because I'm trying to sow crops. Oh my, I have so much to do. Oh, should I buy a veg? Huh, should I have bought the veg instead of just sowing shit tons of veg? That's also a spicy thought. Maybe I should have taken the food. Taking the food actually probably was right, because I could have bought multiple crops. I forgot new purchase. I should have taken food there instead of RSF. Yeah, I should have taken food, and I didn't, but oh well. Okay. Okay then, you went looking at Lumen's old commands. Oh, for dentist? Yeah. Teal once again opens fish farmer. That makes sense. Anyhow, the slightly longer answer is the Play Agricola forums over a year ago does have some discussion about porting over our card decks into the next revised edition expansions. Now, there's not been a lot of public chatter on that.
And I admittedly do know some things from behind the scenes stuff, so I guess I shouldn't say a hell of a lot more beyond. There is quasi public mention of the next card deck for Revised being fan made. It will likely be G4, G5 cards, which, yeah, if you play over on Play Agricola, is a very cool card set. I think personally G4, G5 is the best fan made content ever. So getting it published finally would be very good. But who knows? So, all right, what am I doing? Gonzo's SPing because he needs to swing plow. So we're actually getting handed some really great actions because of the swing plow pressure. I could take 4 stone, and we could go for the stone room line. I could take 7 food, which eventually I could take this veg and sow. Veg and sow are look very good. Veg and sow, I do like that a lot. Yeah, actually, I think I should just do that. Veg and sow solves a lot of food issues and starts to get our crops multiplying. The veg will clear off, so in round 14 I'll have time to do more stuff. Yeah, this is where I should have probably do purchase though, but this looks good. Chief Forester off the team? I think so. I don't actually think I'm taking many wood actions, to be honest. How many wood actions am I truly taking when I'm going to play wood carrier for like 8 wood, and then I'm just going to build fences off field fences? I think the answer is not that many wood actions. Also, the tempo on Chief Forester is weird, because I play Chief Forester and then take wood actions, and then sow, but only one field at a time. And I would really like to just sow all my crops, like, now. Major Minor gets taken, which is kind of annoying. This is probably pottery, but yeah, the improvement pressure is this Master Bricklayer ain't doing a hell of a lot yet. But oh well. I probably should build the joinery still. But yeah, we are running slightly low on time to get everything done. Yeah, unfortunately that is getting taken. I guess I just take 4 stone. The pottery does go. So they don't build another room, though. Okay, them not building another room is good news. Various is building another room, hoping that this ties them on House Steward, potentially. Various gets to grow next round. Okay, that's not a big deal. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'm going to take 4 stone here, assuming Gonzo doesn't. There's just no sow pressure, so... Oh, also, how is Teal feeding? Oh, that's why Teal's taking the pottery. Teal has no effing food. Teal's a maniac. Glorious. I mean, how am I feeding if I'm not taking fishing? Wait a sec. Am I taking fishing? Oh, no, I'm just eating 2 veg. Is that actually better than fishing? Is 4 stone actually better than fishing? Fishing is only 6 food. Am I ever building this stone room? Is this stone room crazy? I'm only 2 RSF actions away from a stone room? Like, literally 2 RSF actions is... I mean, that's 2 actions plus a build, but it's a literal stone room. Takes House Steward away from everybody, guarantees a grow. Sounds pretty good. Sure. If Plauso flips, surely Gonzo lets that fall to us. Yeah, that's a good point. So maybe I'm not supposed to sow yet? I'm supposed to just fish? Because of the upside? I mean, if grow flips, I'm also getting grow, probably. Gonzo needs the plow so damn bad. Unfortunately. Like, swing plow is a little awkward in that Gonzo probably has to just swing plow instead of taking whatever flips. Oh, Varys had an action left? Oh, that build was much better. I missed Varys had a family member to grow with. That makes way more sense. Okay. Okay. Gonzo's just fencing again. That's expected. That's all good. All fine. Pretty much... I'm just going to sow and eat the veg. This is fine. It's a 4 action 9 point sequence. Yeah, that's not actually that great, but it's probably good enough. Especially since I need to play field fence. Growing with field fences sounds pretty sweet. But we'll worry about it later. Also, I'm not renovating. Is that a bad thing? Oh, no, it's not. Adding reno pressure to the game looks great because my opponents are nowhere near ready to renovate. Okay, cool. Also, interesting question. Actually, I forgot I have a pig I can eat on my farm. I probably should eat the pig instead of eating 2 veg, or do I just never want to take a pig action? Questions. Teal takes traveling rather than fishing. Okay. It's fine. Fishing is a pretty good action for me, and it's starting to become a pretty good action for Various due to the Seed Trader. I think a lot is going to depend on what flips here. If I get Plowsow or if I get Grow. If I get Grow, the room sequence is less exciting, although it still might be correct. But I don't know. I admittedly have like not that many actions left, and I'm still a pretty hungry boy. And I probably shouldn't eat this pig. I'm just gonna sow a grain if Plowsow flips. Yeah, that seems fine. Seems fine. Resow the grain if Plowsow comes. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 improvements currently. I'm hoping to get like one more improvement down. So I do need just a little bit of wood, but there's finally going to be wood on the board this round, so yeah, admittedly I have a lot of actions left to do, but it's probably okay. I'm going to have a stone house. I have decent offboard. I don't know that the organic farmer is going to see play, but Various is a little blocked on plows, but Various has a hidden seed trader and crops. Various doesn't have reno parts at all yet. Plowsow does flip, so that's great news for me, actually. This should be fine. Do you whiskey the grain? Oh, of course not. Civ is dumb. I mean, whiskeying the grain does sound like a good plan, but there's an issue with that. There's definitely an issue with that. Anyhow, yeah, Gonzo gets the plow. I get the plow. So this probably triggers Teal to SP, but I don't know for sure. Various is going to SP otherwise. These people have no plows. It's great. Field fences is looking real good. The stone room is looking pretty good too, because I'm probably not getting more plows. Honestly, I could take 3 reed also. Yeah, maybe this is stone room. Maybe this is just a stone room life. Take house steward away from both of my major competitors. Yeah, see, this is increasingly sounded very juicy. I might just take 3 reed here, actually. 3 reed super blocks anybody from fighting me on rooms. And getting the stone is trivial. I'll get stone, because nobody else needs stone, really. They're not ready to reno to stone at all. That's a dream. Okay, yeah, I think we are going for the stone room. I think the game plan is stone rooms. 4 wood looks good for Teal though too though. Oh, well, do you want me to take wood this round? Am I supposed to worry about taking wood instead of worried about my stone rooms? Civ. Why do we gotta do this? Are you sure? Do I have to worry about that? Am I supposed to worry about that shit? Ooh, the 3 reed goes. Well, shit. Okay, well, fine. That slightly makes that plan harder. Ooh, the food goes. That's also kind of unfortunate. Okay. Okay. Alright. I see how it is. I am taking 4 wood then. Yes, I see. I mean, I can still do the 2 RSF plan. It looks like the 2 RSF plan's gonna have to be part of it. Still gonna reno joinery, because I'm a madman. You think you were about them starting instead of 4 wood. Or they could be a maniac who doesn't want a fence. Yeah, Teal's confusing me with some of what they're doing, so I can't answer. Oh, Teal has a turn rest plow, duh. Teal's SPing for plow sow for sure. Teal's definitely plow sowing with turn rest, and that's why they're taking crops. Okay, it makes more sense. Various can renovate. Various might be trying to build a clay room on me, so it does look like I might have to build a stone room. I'm gonna reno joinery right now. Second spouse. Okay, second spouse with swing plow is much better. Gonzo has a very cool game. Very cool game for Gonzo. I need to reno with my joinery. And then we have some decisions to make. Hey, Prohal. Welcome. Teal is taking wood, but not the wood pile you would think. Are they seriously thinking they're getting 6 wood? I mean, I could leave them 6 wood, but they have to plow, right? I mean, I guess they don't have to. I think I get 6 wood though. Like that, I don't want to touch that wood pile because I think it has. I think it's going plow sow. It might go plow sow plow. Well, then Gonzo takes 6 wood on me. I don't know if that's true. Gonzo might have to SP for plow, and then I get 6 wood. I don't know. Various has an animal catcher with a seed trader. Okay, see, Various is a crafty player. I'm still going for the double RSF. Double RSF into building a stone room still looks really solid, though. I mean, admittedly, with second spouse, I could grow without. Oh, well, it has to be first person, though. Gonzo might have to second. I don't know. I think I'm supposed to build a stone room. It's one because it does get me grow, and I can grow with field fences, even if I'm growing with field fences like last action of the game, which it's slightly sort of looking like. My food is trash, by the way, but also I have 30 points, and I have not fenced. Plow sow, plow grow. I think that's how it goes, Civ. I agree. I think I just get 6 wood here. So, like, I don't know. Admittedly, I might also really need to look at those 2 pigs, or I'm just eating veggies that are coming out of the ground again. I guess there are worse things than eating the veg that are coming out of the ground. It's not good, but there's worse things. Being a little frisky on my food. God, there's gonna be 2 cows too. Those 2 cows are a stupid amount of food, but yeah, there's 6 wood. Oh god, the board is effing incredible, and I don't know what I'm taking. And I'm not buying crops, right? No, not buying crops. I can't do that. I can eat a wood with joinery here, actually. That's not that bad. Embrace the dark side. I mean, yeah. We'll see. Also, Teal really needs RSF, as do I. Ooh, this is kind of a problem. 30 points with no fencing? Yeah. I just noticed that RSF is, like, super contested because Teal really wants it, but, like, I really, really want it. That's kind of a mess. It's kind of a mess. The board's so good, though. I can't take RSF first action. But can I live with using my last round to go RSF, build, grow? I guess I can. I just don't want to. I'd really like to get RSF and build out of the way this round when the board's so shitty. But Gonzo might have to SP to lock up his plow. Well, he might have to second spouse here. Or just takes the cows. Okay. I have to take 6 wood. Let's not be crazy. Let's not be crazy, Ryan. You have a joinery. You have stuff. Let's just do this. Teal might take RSF here. You'll survive. Teal's just going to grow. Okay. Unfortunately, Gonzo's second spouse does not work here. I don't know if he realizes that, but Gonzo does need to get on plow. So Gonzo probably is going to start if Various doesn't. I'm going to take RSF next action, even though those 2 pigs look very important food-wise. RSF looks even more important because I really just I don't want to have to mess around with... I have so many actions left this round, and not being able to build would be annoying. Various Weather also wants to build. Various Weather is going to reno and build. So Various is going to tie me on room parts. So that's also annoying. So yes, Gonzo is going to SP with a remodeling. That's 1 clay. Okay, cute. I'm taking this RSF action. Okay. The pigs went. That was kind of expected. It's okay. It's okay. Not ideal, but it's okay. Is this ever build room and then grow field fences this round? Huh. Oh, I'm getting plow sow next round. Oh, incredible. Absolutely incredible. Oh my god, I'm getting plow sow. Is that even good for me? Kind of is, actually. Yeah, totally is. Who are we kidding? That's excellent. Yeah, I build my room here, I plow sow here, and then we get 1, 2, 3, it's still 4 wood off field fences. Fence a little bit tight, only need yeah. I do just grow field fences right now. I open plow sow. Oh, but no, the field fences is not good until after. I have to leave room to plow. See, that's an issue. I leave this space to plow, and I build my room here, and I field fence for only 3 wood, but I leave myself plow sow. That works. That works. We build a sea house. I only fence 13, but then we just play wood carrier for joinery parts. Oh, but then I don't have a wood to eat. Yeah, build grow field fences is awkward food wise. I just realized that also. Okay, fine. We don't do that, but I will build. I'll build here. Oh, Varus isn't even renovating. Wait a sec. I just delay my build till next round. Don't let Varus tie my house. So then I have to open build. That's not very good. That's not very good at all. Um. I might just be taking a veg here as a 4 food action. That's a little sad, but I just build and take a veg. That way I can resow veggies. That's very important to be able to resow a bunch of veggies next round, right? Yeah, it kind of is very important to be able to resow a bunch of veggies. It makes my feeding so much easier. Yeah, okay. So I delay the grow until next round, but I'll grow with field fences, which is dumb, so. I could also be mean to Various, but that seems dubious. Yeah, I just realized that. I could try to block Variouses, but to be fair, build and grow next round's a bunch of points. Yeah, it is, but I don't need to block Various's build in order to beat Various Weather, I don't think. I think I have this game pretty easily won if I just complete my game plan. I think. I mean, even though I'm going to have shit for animals, I'm going to have great pastures, crops. I have a 5-room stone house. I'll be the only one with house steward. Well, not the only one. Varys will tie me on house steward, but it seems hard for it to go too poorly. Various is not even renovating this round. Gosh, Various is very much asking for me to block them, though. I don't think it's actually good. Don't think it's actually good, though. Gonzo takes single read. Gosh, I'm glad to be out of the Reno fight. That's fine. I think I'm just building my room. And no stables. I think stables are pretty clearly wrong. Well, or are stables ever correct? Are stables ever correct and take 2 sheep here? Room 2 stables take sheep. Next round open plow, so wood carrier into grow. And then possibly like an animal or more wood. Do I even get the sheep back? Various weather's day laboring with animal catcher. Teal is doing God knows what. Stables are not clearly wrong. I agree. I have like a lot of wood. Well, and like, you have no idea if they're right. Technically, stables are always better than joinery, right? Stables are always better than joinery. The only like mild concern. No, I have wood carrier. I just have a wood carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wood. God, I don't know. I think 2 stables are probably fine. And then possibly get 2 sheep as my next action. I breed a little bit of food this harvest. Do we have actions to do everything we want? No, we don't have the actions to do everything we want, but we have the actions to do enough of what we want that I think this is good. Stables are always equal or better to join it. Yeah. The only reason that I'm not building all the stables is because I don't know that I actually have enough wood to build all the stables and fully fence and feed. So I guess I should do the effing math. I need 10 wood to fence. I need 2 wood to eat. I'm getting 8 wood back. That means I probably should build one more stable than I'm building, but I don't want to restart. I'm already thinking long enough here. Let's just do this. This has got to be close enough to good. Anyhow, Schmog, we don't have time to do everything, but we have time to do enough. I'm getting plow sow because Gonzo has swing plow. So I get to open plow sow, replant some veg. Although, actually, how many veg do I get to replant? That's a little awkward here, too, because I'm probably eating my pig, which is unfortunate. And then what else am I eating, though? I'm eating a raw grain? Ugh. I don't know. Did I go to the gym today? Sun's out, guns out. I went for a bike ride this morning with my partner. We biked to the bakery. I got a cinnamon roll, biked back, ate stuff. But not actually to the gym, no. That was yesterday morning. Cool, let's work out again. I knew it. I knew it was coming. Thanks. Thanks, pal. All right. All right. Alrighty. Thanks. That was well timed though, HIKLJ, so I appreciate that. Thank you. Various weather with a pretty cool gardener's knife on Reno there. Oh, although wait a sec. That means Various Weather is renovated here instead of doing Animal Catcher. So Various Weather's food and animals are significantly worse than I thought. And they're out of actions? Yeah. I do get the sheep back. So that part's good. I'm at 38 without fences and without having grown. I mean, that feels pretty winning. This has got to be winning, right? Nobody's catching me. Wait, why did Teal day labor? Oh, wait, Teal day labored? Is that what happened? Oh, my. Oh, so Varys got blocked from day labor. Oh, that sucks. Teal day labored because their food's bad. Teal can't eat their animals. And, yeah, Teal was short food. You think they did it to incentivize not getting Reno blocked? I think that's a pretty smart. That's a reasonably smart answer too. But they also just literally needed food. Oh, I'm also eating a wood, not a raw grain. Oh my god. Okay, this is much better. And I'm saving 2 veggies. I sow 2 veggies here. I am eating the pig. That part's a little sad, but I think eating the pig is for a good enough cause. It is costing me some points here, but anyhow, yeah, I don't like Teal day laboring means yeah, Various was gonna Reno, which means Teal probably gets to Reno. But gosh, yeah, Various not being able to buy the animals is pretty huge there. But like Teal also legitimately their best food action was day labor or travel. But I mean, you clearly just blocked day labor then. Oh, wild. I mean, Teal's food looks awful going into this last bit here. I don't know how Teal plans to feed in the final round. Like, Teal has a pottery and gets a food from Trout Pond, but like, I have no idea what Teal's actually going to do to feed. Teal's going to snag the clay oven. Teal might snag the clay oven. That might be their plan, but I don't know. All right, do I ever buy a veg here? Buy a veg, sow 3 veg? It doesn't seem that good when I can just sow a grain. Yeah, I can just sow a grain. Yeah, no, that doesn't seem worth it. They have a fish farmer and fishing net solved. Their food's gonna be fine. Yeah, clearly. Clearly. Clearly it'll all be fine. Blow up their own fishing. Yeah, I mean, guys, their food's not gonna last. I mean, and that's always the problem with these things like mushroom collector and fish farmer is like they are a nice amount of food, but you have to not get confused. Mushroom collector, fish farmer, stuff like that gives you a decent amount of food for like stages 1, 2, maybe even 3. It gets you through the early harvests, but you gotta set up a feeding plan, and your feeding plan cannot be purely pottery. Breeding animals is a fine enough feeding plan, but you have to actually have a fireplace then, not a pottery. Or you had to get crops going even earlier and have like a clay oven. I don't know, but whatever. Now, I'm sitting here pontificating about a feeding plan, and our feeding plan has been hell if I know all game. We've just done sketchy nonsense also, but hey. All right. Yeah, what's happening this round? I'm growing to field fences and everything's just dandy because I'm getting plow sow again. Yeah, that seems mostly what it is. The feeding plant looks like big house hearth and take a bunch of 4 food actions. I mean, it's been better than 4 food, but that is basically what we've done, yes. Honestly, this game could have been, like, if this game somehow had stupid amounts of food on top of it, we would have been scoring gosh knows what, but unsurprisingly, we didn't have food just pouring out of everywhere. Um, that wasn't really what we had. So, Teal is fish farming some wood. Teal, you need RSF, buddy. Like, what's the game plan here? Can't Gonza just take RSF now and get double Reno? I mean, he could. Does Gonzo want double Reno? I don't know. Various also trying for double Reno? Or just single Reno, not build a room? Hell if I know. I don't know what's happening. Imagine Various Weather takes 5 stone and gives up on a room. Or that's what you thought he was going to do, and that is what he's doing. Grange! Reno Grange. That's very cool for Gonzo. Nice. Although Gonzo probably should have grown. Yeah, Gonzo probably should have grown. Oh, no, there was Reno pressure, because Various could Reno improvement. Yeah, Various could Reno Clay Oven. Okay, no. That seems right. I should just get this Ock out and not get blocked on this. Give me wood! Whee! I mean, 4 wood is also pretty good action, but I'll just wood carrier a bunch of wood. This is fine. And grow is still open. Nobody can grow. Yes, nobody can grow with a room. So my grow field fences is guaranteed. Oh no, I've been fence blocked. Wow, Teal's not even going for Ren fences though? Wait a sec, what? Crazy. This is why you said stone major style was represented in my 20 ox, not furniture. Oh, wood carrier. Wood carrier represents it. Yes. Yes, you're right, Civ. This is pretty much how you actually use wood carrier. Wood carrier really does mostly want big house because yeah, like you don't actually gain that much value from being on 3 rooms and like trying to play a bunch of improvements and then try to play wood carrier. Like your fence tempo is bad. Like you're just adding tons of wood for the big house players. Yeah, it doesn't really work. So anyhow, yeah, this looks like a very clear win then. I have like a 10-point grow action. Even though my joinery points are going to go down, it's a ton of fence points and a 3-point grow action. My food is bad. I'm going to be eating quite a few I'm eating 2 points of veggies. So I'm probably only scoring like a 51 or 2, but anyhow. It's a bit weird that Stone Style really likes the 8-wood Ock though. Yeah. I mean, how can you not like 8-wood Ock? What's my other action here? Just take the cow, actually? Taking the cow is 2 points? Yeah, I probably should just take the cow here. It is a little sad that I never got the drinking trough, organic farmer stuff happening. But it's pretty hard to be too sad about this game. I mean, the Master Bricklayer slightly underwhelmed. We got, well, Master Bricklayer was still 4 stone, and I wound up building a stone room with that 4 stone, so totally fine, actually. Various Weather gets their day labor in. That makes sense. I'm slightly surprised that Teal didn't take RSF yet, but I guess there's no pressure. I don't know. Gonzo is going to grow or take a veg or a grain, or I don't know. This does look like a pretty sad beer table, unfortunately. Did not have enough actions to justify beer table and other stuff, but oh well. That's how it goes. I just take a cow. I mean, the wood might be the same as the cow, but like for teal, I think the wood's clearly worse than the cow. So I think the right move is take the cow. I don't think I can keep all these sheep. I think I'm supposed to eat some of the sheep. Maybe that's also wrong, but whatever. I'm just gonna eat 2 sheep. It's almost got to be correct. And then final action grow still uncontested. Yeah. Is Gonzo getting a 5-point full farmer? Hell yeah, he is. Master Bricklayer seems like it's usually a bit too slow to really do a major spam. It is, compared to like Hardware Store, Tree Guard, or Excavator. Yes, Master Bricklayer is usually too slow. To do cool but bad? Nah, it's not that bad, Gonzo. You felt like you were just a bit behind all game. Yeah, so I think you were. But you were also 4th seat, so wow, Varys has a half-timbered house. Okay. Now things make slightly more sense. Various decided to abandon the 5th room and go 4-point half-timbered house. Okay. You felt very 4th seat. Yeah, so you definitely had some 4th seat woes, right? Because you couldn't necessarily do what you wanted. Also, yeah, Teal started quite a bit, so you were 3rd seat. Also, Civ is correct. If you could get the extra actions in 12, that's a big difference for these sorts of game plans. One other thing I would point out is you also chose to take 2 clay, 3 clay, and then hearth. That's pretty inefficient. Like, you're spending a whole extra stage 1 action instead of just taking 4 clay and then hearthing. And I get it, you're concerned somebody else is going to beat you to 4 clay and hearth, but like, I would really try to avoid taking 2 clay, 3 clay hearth in stage 1. That's a lot of actions. You really want to spend stage 1 actions cleaner than that. So if you can buy yourself a whole extra stage 1 action, that could be pretty big for tempo. You didn't realize Varys already had 2 clay, just a mental goof. Oh, okay. Yeah, but so anyhow, that's a big example of how your tempo can get messed up for the whole game. When you do stuff like that, when you do stuff like that, you wind up, Various says, wow, did people not realize I had field fences? Like, this field fences had to be so telegraphed. Like, I don't just let myself get fence blocked here, right? Like, all right, we're still at a 55 after doing that. Oh, also, was one of these fences unnecessary? No, this is still 4 pastures, okay. But god, yeah, this organic farmer would have been so good, but not to be. All right, so I do have to eat a point or two, at least, but I'm gonna end at like a 53, so not too bad. Anyhow, you were thinking about the field fences, but you also realized I was just ahead of you. Yeah. No, it's not that telegraphed. I feel like it's pretty freaking clear when I let myself get fence blocked. I didn't have wood until I played wood carrier. Oh, I play wood carrier and then teal fence blocked me. Yeah, and it's a first pick field fences, so nobody knew I had it. I feel like it's fairly clear though, because then I surely build more stables. But I guess building 2 stables also. Now you're right. It's not that obvious. No. Okay. It's a kind of surprising for others. All right. After I let teal fence, you thought I might have a fence out. Yeah.
Yeah, I had first pick field fences. It's also why I was belligerently plowing during the mid game. Like all these plows, obviously. Well, also yeah, the plows are just great, but anyhow, yeah, they were very good for me. So anyhow, we did first action plow throughout the whole mid game. Yeah, I agree. I thought it was somewhat, but to be fair, people knew I had wood carrier. So like, if you know I have wood carrier, it probably still makes sense that I'm just plowing and planning to get my wood via wood carrier. The plows are very belligerent towards you. Yeah, I'm sorry. I also I like it's also awkward because wood carrier meant that I had good reason to not only plow but also to be obnoxious about starting, right? So yeah, it was a tough spot. Just eat 2 veg, don't eat wood. I don't know. Everything's eating points in some fashion, so this is good enough. Oh, you picked beer table and passed family friendly home. Okay, well that makes tons of sense. That makes slightly more sense why I have family friendly home also, but yeah. You sent to the seas, yeah, the plows, or did you? I took a lot of actions that are very good for field fences, but I never took an action that is bad if I don't have field fences. Yeah, exactly, Civ. I realize that now. Like, it doesn't. It was never that surprising I was plowing over 3 wood in the mid game because everybody knows I have wood carrier, or at least some of them do. So it's not like that wild. Even just in a vacuum, it's not that wild to prefer plowing over 3 wood. Um, and then yeah, really none of the rest of my game super made it obvious that I have field fences. Maybe my farm layout slightly, but not even obvious from that. So okay. Anyhow, you were locked into 3 rooms basically right away. So family friendly home for 4 seat felt like a disaster. Yeah, I think you're right. The most telling thing is not wood carry end of round 13. I agree with that. I think at least Gonzo knows that I have a wood carrier, and once Gonzo sees me not getting the wood for fence tempo and then letting me like Gonzo's in position to suspect I have field fences. But Various, I don't think knows I have a wood carrier either. So what do I think about banning Chairman for annoyance reasons? What? Chairman? Hell no. I would never ban Chairman. How is Chairman annoying? Just because it slightly incentivizes people to take start by giving them 1 food? That's not enough of a reason to ban it in my world. All right, the win streak continues. We are at 5 point full farmer. That's pretty sweet. Gonzo very close with everybody else. Which again, Gonzo, like I know you're a little down on your situation here because you're still taking fourth, but like if you don't make the 2 clay error and you save yourself a stage 1 action, and then also yeah, like I think if growth just comes in 12, you you have significantly more actions in the end game, and that's enough I think just to get you second place. I think this flip honestly is like 4 points difference at least. So oh well. Anyhow, people are always incentivized to start. Yeah, they should not be more rewarded. I mean that's fine, but you were praying for growing 12. Yeah, you clearly are. So then you could farmland ox second spells grow. Yeah, you could have. Yeah, see that's like a huge difference for you. So yeah, you got very unlucky with that flip. You probably just get a clean second place if that happens, but the late game starts were killer. Yeah, but then you needed to start player, right? I don't know. Start player more. This was the type of game where people were going to start in the late game for plows and things, but yeah, they were tough for you. I mean, seeing swing plow from the opponent after you is rough because you know that they're going to want to start player with high priority. And you don't necessarily have more minors to start with, I suppose. But yeah, it's unfortunate to be in that position knowing Gonzo has a real reason to SP, and that you basically have to pick if you want to be first or last. But he probably should not have beer tabled. Yeah, I agree that it turns out you probably just you arguably should just not play beer table with this hand. It's very possible you should just not play beer table because you just don't have the time to, with the way the game breaks. But that's hard. So, sweet game. It was a cool second stage. Yeah, it was a very cool second stage for us. Seeing the tactical opportunity to build to belligerent, like, yeah, to force out family friendly home into some quick growth because opponents were being slow on room parts. Teal just not taking read. Gonzo just wanted to set up a game plan and also wasn't really offered that good of room parts. So, can I comment on your draft? Yeah, we can peek at your draft. The family friendly worked so well. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I lead super hard into family friendly home. My game plan was abuse family friendly home, and I wasn't sure that that was going to be a winning game plan. If I couldn't get enough read or wood early, my game is a lot worse. A lot worse. Like, I definitely want to build several rooms because wood carrier just wants me to have a lot of actions. Field fences lets me catch up on farming pretty nicely. But yeah, actually getting a lot of actions to make sure that I could have a really strong game here was by no means a guarantee. Being first seat obviously helps because I could at least just open the game. RSF2 would. Having something like House Steward helps a lot because it's an Ock that gives me wood. So that also helps make the family friendly home way better. But yeah, it was a pretty fortunate early game because Teal also did a little bit too much setup instead of contesting room parts. I think Teal played too much into Fish Farmer and also just very much did not take enough read. There was no read injection in this game also, which was kind of atypical. But it made the fishing net like really bad because there was just no read. So throwing a read away to fishing net was not good. But definitely worked out with nobody taking read. Yeah, the one read grabbing round one was annoying. Oh yeah, for sure. It meant that you couldn't get two read. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was a funky setup, and then well, that's what I mean. It was also funky because like Teal kept starting, but then they just kept taking like 3 wood, and 3 wood is just like the least contested thing. Like Teal not taking read in certain rounds was very surprising to me, and it turns out it really cost a lot of tempo for Teal, which I think lost. Well, I don't know if it lost them the game because they're way behind, but certainly didn't help. I mean, Teal not getting a 5th room with Bricklayer is pretty sad here too, but all right, Gonzo, you first pick a full farmer pass a wood carrier. Probably not what I would do. Probably would take the wood carrier because wood carrier is really good. But I don't. Full farmer's really good too, so like whatever. You take the swing plow, which is just the clearest pick in this pack. You take the swing plow and you hope the Grange comes back and you hope to do a farming game. So Teal started a bunch you didn't notice. Yeah, I mean, I noticed. I was last for those rounds, but then some other jerk started even more, and that was me. But yeah, you didn't realize that wood carrier was passed. Yeah, it was. Uh, it's so clearly swing plow. Yeah, I mean, there's no other miner in this pack that's anywhere close. You slam the swing plow. Uh, my SPs were also just big gifts to me. Yeah, I mean, that's the one downside of not getting swing plow out with tempo. Like, you really want to get swing plow played in like round 7 or 8 and get to take plows kind of during the mid game while other people are like fighting for growth or stuff. But hey, I'm also very much, I've been in positions where I don't get swing plow out till late and it makes life hard. Like, it's fine. There was no time to play Ox. Yeah, one other really annoying thing for the swing plow this game is that there were not very good Ox to play early, which also is the other reason that swing plow became a lot harder to use. Um, it was part of why I didn't try to Ock early because they're just what Ox needed to be played early this game. Like there just was so little that was worth playing early, in my opinion. Like looking at your hand, none of these cards are really worth playing. I mean, maybe Fisherman's Friend, but Master Bricklayer's mid game, Party Organizer's late game, Full Farmer's mid to late game, Wood Carrier's mid to late game. Mineralogist occasionally is worth playing early. Huntsman's on play. Like, there's just nothing to play early, which is. You still have to take the swing plow here and hope to get Grange back, but yeah. And I think you do have to take Wood Carrier here. Well, have to is a stretch. I would take Wood Carrier, but Full Farmer is very good, so whatever. Hoping to wheel a Grange makes Full Farmer somewhat reasonable. You'd still take Wood Carrier, yeah. That's why you leaned into the absurd Hedgekeeper. Oh yeah, Fisherman's Friend became the worst card in your hand in like round 2.
Well, yeah, that's true. This, admittedly, this game Fisherman's Friend also is complete trash because, yeah. But anyhow, ultimately this is not that bad by any means yet. I would take Wood Carrier instead of Full Farmer, but like this is not a huge issue. You take Beer Table. You don't need the turn rest plow. You don't want the family friendly home, and you slam a second spouse. Yeah, I mean, second spouse with a swing plow full farmer is very much a 3-room game plan, but I would do the same thing. Organic farmer's a nombo. Portmonger sucks. I guess I take the beer table here too and just, yeah, de-draft it. I don't know that I ever actually play beer table with this hand necessarily. I mean, if we can find a grain source, but it's early in the draft. You're hoping to find a good grain source? Yeah. I think this is the right pick. I don't think this is a family-friendly home game for you with second spouse and strong desire to just kind of do farming stuff and not just push rooms. It's a little scary passing family-friendly home to a wood carrier, but it's also scary passing a beer table to anybody. So I think this is fine. All right. You take Hedgekeeper Mining Hammer. Okay. So I like Hedgekeeper here with Full Farmer. I might just take the House Steward because the House Steward is an Ock that also gives wood that helps you reach your swing plow requirements. But you're not winning the House Steward, so it's always a little awkward. Um, yeah, doubling down on Hauberg requiring 3 Ox does seem a bit scary, so I think that's reasonable not to do that. I'm a little hesitant about Mining Hammer because it's not clear to me that you want to renovate. It's also not clear to me that you want stables with Full Farmer. I might just take Pond Hut out of this pack. Wait, the Pig Swill. You're drafting the Hedgekeeper. Wait, you do take the Pig Swill. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, we're good. We're good. You realized your mistake with Mining Hammer, like, right away? Yeah. My cam is blurry a bit, if I mind. Oh, yeah. It's unfocused. I see. I don't know if that helped, actually, because the lighting's also bad. Whatever. We're going to be done soon, but yeah, thanks. You do take Pig Swell. Oh, no, you took Mining Hammer and you got lucky with Pig Swell. Oh, okay. Well, anyhow, yeah, Mining Hammer's wrong, but Hauberg is great for extra wood in Full Farmer. It is. It's a little creepy with this hand because we don't have great reasons to be playing cards yet, but okay. You take Roof Examiner as a sneaky readout. That's okay. Chief Forester is the card that looks exciting here to me. Playing Chief Forester, even before you play Swing Plow or get the plows, is kind of an exciting way to possibly get the crops rolling a little for Beer Table, but it is admittedly very slow. But God, we just need cards to actually play. But remodeling seems fine here. Early Cattle with Hedgekeeper is spicy. This might be an early Cattle game. You thought early Cattle just negated Full Farmer? Um, Early Cattle doesn't necessarily negate Full Farmer. It just gives you a lot of extra early food because you just are breeding cows and you just eat a breed like you eat a cow that's breeding every harvest. It's not 100% what I would do here, but it's interesting. Civ, you actually strongly consider Bean Counter. You strongly considered it. Yeah, I mean with Hedgekeeper, you're actually taking those actions a bit more often, and you just need any card that's worth playing. Even if Bean Counter is only 6 food, honestly, that might be okay for your hand. You just need Ox that are worth playing. Yeah, I don't think I draft Riff Examiner here. Although I don't hate it because it is a way. It's a sneaky way to get Reed, and Reed can be close. But remodeling was you don't really want the other miners. I agree that you don't want Pellet Press. You don't really want Gardener's Knife. You don't want Drinking Trough.
So the remodeling is fine. It's definitely one of the stronger cards in this pack. And you passed a house steward, so like just de-drafting remodeling is fine. But kind of like early cattle. But anyhow, that's not a huge issue. Um, I don't think that I draft Roof Examiner, but if I do draft Roof Examiner, I think I'm not taking early read actions. I'm planning to just Hearth, and I'm planning to play Roof Examiner, because the 3 Ox for Swing Plow are just looking really annoying right now. You slam Grange, obviously, yep. You take Fisherman's Friend, and you hope this works. The Fish Farmer was first pick nonsense. It was it was just crazy. So yeah, this draft, I completely agree with Grange. Grange is very much part of this whole game plan. So you're very happy that came around. You take Livestock Feeder here. I think that's the right call. I think Potato Ridger is wrong. You don't have any veg. You really just want to take grain and sow grain. And you really just want to eat breeding animals. I don't think I would take Potato Ridger. I mean, I also probably would not taking Clay Embankment, because what am I doing with all the clay? But I think taking Newmarket here is fine. You want to take pigs, you want to take cows. I'm not sure that you play it, but you might. Early cattle's like a tactical beggar. You should like. Nice. You think it is early cattle because you likely don't have time for cows? Yeah, that's a good point too, Civ, actually. Yeah, you just play early cattle as a 2 cow action rather than having to take single cow twice and get the cows breeding later. Yeah. You were wondering about crop sources, and the only alternative was the new purchase over beer table, which you would never do. Yeah, this draft just has poor crop choices, and I de-drafted the new purchase stupidly fast. So market looks fine, and full farmer pays for it. Yeah, that's actually a good point. New market, yeah, if you have new market in hand, it's slightly more reasonable too. You got to play the full farmer. This is the type of hand at this point where I'm strongly considering, like, yeah, playing an early hedgekeeper and playing a kind of too early full farmer just to hit swing plow, because yeah, like, what cards are we playing to hit swing plow? And I mean, that is basically what you did, is you just eventually played some ox to hit swing plow, but it gave us bad swing plow timing, which is part of the problem. But how are we supposed to avoid it? The pig swill is, yeah, incredible that it comes back. Pig swill with hedgekeeper was very cool, very good. I don't know that I would small trader. I don't think I would small trader. Well, although you could have played small trader early to play some of these cards. And we did get early major minor. I mean, Millwright's another grain too, but yeah, I don't know how I'd play this hand, but all right. Potato Ridge is pretty all or nothing. Yeah, I agree. And if it's 6 pick, it's likely a nothing card for everyone else. Yeah, I think I agree, but I think actually small trader is okay. I don't love it, but it's okay. You didn't think you were playing Newmarket either. You just kind of picked one of them. Yeah, I think you could have played Newmarket though. I mean, Newmarket's a point and a couple of food, and yes, the wood clay is an annoying cost. Sometimes you just don't play Newmarket because you don't have the extra clay. But some games you have the extra clay that you don't know what you're doing with, and then Newmarket's totally fine. Three to five food. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's slow down. let's really count that. I don't think it's 3 to 5 food. I think it's usually like 1 to 3 food, but it depends. I mean, it depends on how many actions you have. To be fair, in my game, I think it was like 4 food, but for Gonzo's game, I think it's probably 1 to 3 most of the time. But anyhow, it would have been like 2 food. You took cows twice, and that's it. Yeah, I mean, you would have wanted to take a veg. To be fair, you just never had time for it, but. Even then, if you pay a wood and a clay and you get a point and 2 food, like, that's an okay card. It does something, right? Like, turn a clay to 2 food, turn a wood to a point. It's not great, but it's fine. Turns out to be more than Potato Ridger. Although I don't know that you wound up with an extra clay, right? No, you didn't have an extra clay, so you probably would have never played it, but anyhow. I would have drafted it.
But I think your draft is mostly fine. Like, yeah, the mining hammer was wrong. You don't actually want mining hammers this hand. You should have had the pig swill locked up. But then you're drafting some garbage at the end, so I don't think it really matters. Um, I do think, yeah, Aquwise, I think. I'm not sure about the Roof Examiner. This is where you could have had House Steward, or did House Steward was... No, I don't remember what you took over Roof Examiner, but that's the one that I would probably have drafted differently. But yeah, this is just a slightly tough hand because we don't really have cards we want to play early, which makes it hard to swing plow early. You didn't actually get a grain source, so the beer table is hard to use. You don't hit round 12 growth, which is what you really want with second spouse and a strong three room game. So this stuff happens. Anyhow, you've never gone for full farmer so hard, so you just drafted mining hammer as like a generally decent miner, but then realized the issue. Yeah. Round 12 grow and you're probably mid 40s. Yeah, absolutely. You're 100% in mid 40s in round 12 grow, right? You're missing you at the end of the game. You're missing a 3-point family member that you get, and then with your extra action or two, you take a veg that you don't have. You take a grain that you don't have. I mean, yeah, like it's very clear. So, am I playing another? No, I have to head off. You have like at least 7 more points. Yeah, I mean you have more food costs, so your food probably costs a point. But you think it's a pretty decent small trader hand? Yeah, the more I thought about it, I think small trader is fine. Not minor wise, but game plan wise. Yes, I agree with that too. Your food was bonkers because you had way too many animals and nowhere to put them. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you lost a lot of points by not hitting grow in 12, and that's just an unfortunate reality of a lot of 3-room games that have ways to guarantee growth in the late game. Like this happens to sleeping corner games for me all the time too. Like unfortunately, that round 12 or 13 flip can definitely be like 5 or 6 points, and it just determines things sometimes. And that's the danger of playing hard into those cards. Like it's just part of the game, and it is a kind of annoying part of the game. But sometimes you get the right breaks. Like I've been on a very lucky streak. I will not lie. Right, my win streak is at an absurd level right now. My ELO has been soaring. It's been great. It's all gonna come crashing to hell soon. I'm gonna have drafts that go to shit. It's gonna happen, but it's been nice for a while here. I've been very lucky in gaming generally. I played with some friends last night. Had great breaks. It's been I frankly WBC should have been like the last week or two, I guess, because yeah, my gaming life has been like blessed. I'm gonna have a terrible WBC year again with no luck or something, but um, yeah, things have just gone very well for me for quite a while. But that's how it goes sometimes. So, okay, I should really wrap up soon though, because yeah, I need to actually shower and then get ready to go hang out with friends at like a cookout this afternoon. So, but I'm gonna re-peek at my draft quick too, though, just because I'm curious of one or two things. But anyhow, one room we don't need to start late that much, so small trader's good. Yeah, you had plenty of food at the end. Yeah, you'd expect there to be at least one mediocre grain source in a draft. You got a hop, good game. Yeah, I see you. What did Teal do? Oh, we want to see what Teal drafted. Yeah, no, that's actually probably more interesting. I just wanted to remind myself. I first picked a whiskey that I couldn't use because yeah, there was no grain source. Oh yeah, my pack was garbage. I got really saved by the rest of this draft. I guess first picking Chief Forester turned out fine too, or first picking Seed Trader and hoping for tons of food. Admittedly, Gonzo, dude, the Seed Trader didn't make its way to Gonzo. Various Weather takes the Seed Trader because this pack is so iffy, but the Seed Trader also would have helped Gonzo a lot. Seed Trader actually would have been very good for Gonzo with all of his food. Could have used it to buy crops, but yeah. Yeah. That's just unfortunate. But yeah, this pack is rough. I mean, the field fences is great, and I won anyhow because this is why you draft. Gonzo was looking at a bunch of good cards, and so Gonzo had to draft some good shit, or had to pass me some good shit. And oh hey, good shit! There you are. There's a wood carrier and a new purchase. Wee! Like, oh, and you have to pass me a family friendly home and a house steward. Like everything just started to go real nice, but yeah. Oh yeah, I took a port monger too. All right, what did Teal do? That's the real question. Teal first picks fish farmer, I'm pretty sure, and it gets sketchy from there. We first pick a fish farmer instead of a shore forester or a house steward. We do first pick the writing desk. That's at least good. Wait, or do we first pick tutor? Am I lying? Did I just forget fish farmer? Was this first pick tutor or was it first pick fish farmer? Nope, it was first pick fish farmer and writing desk, and then we wheeled the tutor. Brilliant. And then bricklayer, trout pond. Oh, we're leaning into the fish farmer. I mean, realistically, bricklayer, trout pond maybe is the pick here, just because the packs suck. Actually, bricklayer remodeling makes a lot of sense. I would probably go bricklayer remodeling, but trout pool's definitely better with bricklayer. And then yeah, we have fishing net, and then mineralogist, which I guess. I mean, these cards are significantly worse from Teal's perspective. I'm drafting all the good shit. I'm not sure I would establish person with this hand, but established person is good. Wow, wait, we have a Hauberg that we never played. Ooh, that's sad. Hauberg is Hauberg not hitting the table is bad, but ready desk over Hauberg, they kind of get bailed by the fishing net, honestly. Yeah, you took Hauberg? Wait, they didn't actually take this Hauberg? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! They got tricked by the growing farm. They're gonna go for the growing farm established person. No, no! Take the Hauberg. Take the Hauberg. Don't do this. No! Don't do it. Oh, they did it. Oh boy. I also think bean counter is actually okay for their hand. I would probably be taking bean counter. Panbaker is just. I guess Panbaker's 2 clay and a wood instantly. Bean counter's like 3 or 6 food. Whatever. It's all pretty dubious. This writing desk tutor is pretty unfortunate just because none of these cards are worth playing. But also, by the time you're taking tutor, you know the cards aren't worth playing, so like, whatever. Anyhow, every time you look at growing farm in the draft, you consider it and then decide it's garbage. That's correct. That's exactly how growing farm works. I will say it's very easy to misread growing farm to think it's even worse than it is. You do have to remember it says pasture spaces, not number of pastures. So it is actually at least more playable than some people think because they read it as pastures, and that's really bad. But even then, it's just so bad. Like, you so rarely fence big early, and then even if you do, it's super costly. It costs you 2 clay to read. That's so expensive, and you have to fence big early. And your benefit is you get a bunch of food, which, like, sure, but yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. It should, like, honestly, it should be free. If it was free, it would maybe be a kind of cool thing to lean into sometimes. It would still be really situational. But the 2 clay and the read cost just kills it. 2 points and a bunch of food? Yeah. And just, like, crazy prereqs and crazy costs. It's so sad. Anyhow, thanks everyone for hanging out and chatting. It's been good. For people who don't know or who don't pay attention to Board Game Geek, I've been writing up a way too much. I've been writing up way too much about Agricola strategy on the revised edition Agricola forums. In this slightly ridiculous Canterbury Tales style ripoff of the Agricola Tales. I have 3 articles done out of a promised 20, although I do realize that's a lot, so we'll see. But I'm having fun writing them thus far, so anybody who is looking for some text Agricola strats and wants to read through some stuff, we have some lessons on kind of how to score, what resources matter, and how to handle the growth queue. And we got a lot of other stuff planned. And we're talking a little about some of the top cards, too. So we'll eventually get around to talking about the Wood Carrier, which I also should really start marking some of my VODs, probably, because I want to share some of these. Is this a good enough VOD to show off Wood Carrier? Probably. This is a pretty good example of how you exploit Wood Carrier. Okay, if I remember, I'll hopefully start taking note of these things. But anyhow, they've been fun to read through. Good, good. I'm glad. You want to do a bit more detail, some growth of the latest one, and reply? Mostly about stable block stuff? Yep, I know. I already replied to you. I already saw it. It's already happened. Boom, I'm aware. But yeah, I super appreciate you chiming in because I felt like I wrote a lot already.
and I still want to write more. Right? There's so much to write about the growth queue, and it's so messy. This is why I've hesitated to write stuff about Agricola for so long. Is that trying to like teach general principles, but that are like there's so many situations, and like I feel like I constantly am jumping between like general ideas and situational principles, and like trying to piece it all together for people. But admittedly, a lot of this can only really come in practice. It is hard to understand all of these tactics and ideas and concepts, and it's hard. It's hard. But I've finally leaned into just writing some thoughts, and hopefully it's helpful. And yes, hopefully some other experts can chime in. So you didn't see my reply. Yeah, that's because you're not a board game geek degenerate like I am. So severe literally means Brendan. It's just the letters replaced with the 117 after. Oh, hey, nice. That's cool. Yeah, I didn't realize that. That's neat. Funny. I never asked you how you got your username, but that's a cool way to get a username. Yeah, cool. Um, Anyhow, thanks all for hanging out. Thanks to those who have been checking those articles out and chatting. Uh, yeah, I have slightly harder time streaming lately. I don't have as much time, but I might get like another game in tomorrow. Uh, but for now, I should definitely head off and go do some other stuff. So thanks all. It's been great. See you around. Later.